Hey, what's up, gamblers? NRL round 20. The TAB finally dropped the information we've been waiting for. Let's get into it. Lots to cover this week. First up, we have Newcastle Knights versus the Tigers. Newcastle Knights, obviously thumped the Bulldogs 66-0. Then they had the bye. They've also got Dane Gaethje returning for the Knights. Tigers also have a player returning, but they have also lost 5 in a row. The under is held up, and so a lot of low-scoring games between these two, and I put that down to the Tigers' defense. I'm still a big fan of the Tigers' defense. They just lack a bit of sting in their attack. Newcastle Knights haven't won back-to-back games for almost 2 years. Tigers, the Tigers' last 10 and last week's defeat to the Sharks was the 4th straight loss by a margin of 16 points. So Tigers are looking really bad. Newcastle Knights, finals contention still alive, so that might be a lot of motivation for them to come out and give this their best shot. If they lose this game, pretty much their top 8 hopes are gone. Tigers, on the other hand, this might be their last chance of a win this season. So both teams got something to play for. I'm hoping the Tigers come out and actually play, because we did pick them as our dog of the week. They were paying $4.60 at the time. That's dropped to about $3.60 now. Still good money, but it just shows other people are jumping on the Tigers train for this game just because their money's so good. Do we realistically think they can beat the Knights? Nah, probably not, but at that price, we'll take a bit of a punt. My bet, TAB's best bet is Newcastle Knights. Give them a 10-point negative point start. I just had Newcastle Knights to win 1-12. That's paying $3. That's awesome value. A lot of people, or everyone else, hedging their bets that Newcastle Knights are going to win 13 plus. I think the Tigers defense can hopefully keep this to a close game, if not win. Not super highly confident on this one, but we will watch it with our fingers crossed. Then straight into Saturday's game, the Bulldogs beat the Rabbits. Did they? Beat the Rabbits last week. Broncos won 4 out of 5 of their last games. No Reece Walsh, no Payne Haynes. That's huge. The Bulldogs get a player back. What else have we got down here? Bulldogs defense has been horrible. And, they won last week, but they did let in 32 points to the Rabbits team, who had none of their stars playing. TAB's best bet over 44 points, sorry. My bet, I got the Broncos in my Super Saturday parlay, and I've also got the Broncos in my Safety Plus parlay. So I'm feeling confident, even without these two, the Broncos can get this done just because of the Dogs' defense has been so horrible lately. Just to reiterate that fact over here, they've allowed 30 points per season, but it's gone up to 41 points per game in the last 5. So I feel like the Dogs have retired this year. They've given up. They can't make the top 8 anymore, so they've sort of slouched off. Hopefully they'll give the last 2 or 3 games a good go to give the fans a good hurrah, but yep, let's move on. Eagles vs Cowboys, next one up on the Saturday. Eagles held on to win 18-6 over the Roosters. I don't like reading that. Meanwhile, the Cowboys have just been on fire, right? 4 consecutive wins, average 32 points. That's all their Origin players are back, obviously. The last 5 meetings, Eagles have won 4 occasions. Who cares? Cowboys are just so hot right now. Cowboys did win their last meeting just. There have been 54. Alright, so high scoring games. Eagles have only averaged 10 points in the last 3 games. Cowboys 13 plus. Yeah, I think this is the best value bet all week. If you want my best bet, it's Cowboys head to head $1.60. And if you stick around till the end, I'll tell you the exact same thing again. TAB's best bet is Cowboys minus 4 point start at $1.85. I just went for Cowboys head to head. I don't mind this one. This is a good bet too. If you want to add a little extra value, take some points off the Cowboys. And that's it. So I've got Cowboys head to head, best bet of the week, and also my Super Saturday parlay here with the Storm. Alright, Roosters have lost the last 6 of their 8 games. Oh my god, that hurts. Storm have won 5 of their last 7, so they're doing pretty good. Roosters do have a couple players coming back. Brandon Smith, who comes back. Wrong week to come back, buddy. Round 6, the Storm are dominant, 28-8 winners. Reprove, they won 6 out of the last 7 against the Roosters, so it doesn't look good for the Roosters, even though the Roosters are at home. They have the league's worst attack. 16 points per game. The league's worst attack. That's horrible. And the fact that Brandon Smith comes back, Brandon Smith used to play for the Storm. He left the Storm, he went to the Roosters. He said some things. The Storm bumped them once, right? Ugh. Let me get my pen out. So the Storm already thumped the Roosters once. And that might have been the end of it. It might have been all said and done. But just the fact that Brandon Smith returns this week just re-highlights the fact that he's in the team. It reminds all the Storm players that, hey, let's get him again, It's a bad time. He could have just sat out for another week, in my opinion. TAB's best bet is Storm with a 4.5 head start. I agree with that. That is a great bet. I should have taken that bet. I wish I had taken that bet. My bet is I just got the Storm in my parlay here, but I do have the Roosters in a head-to-head as well. They were paying $2.40, I believe, something like that. Just because if it does turn into a mud, if there's some mudslinging going on, if there's some punches thrown, that's the type, it might actually wake the Roosters up and encourage them to play. I don't know, it might just encourage them to throw some punches, who knows. But we have got a, contingency plan here with the Roosters head-to-head, just in case the Storm don't get it done. Warriors vs Sharks, top of the table clash here. Both of these two teams are premier threats. Josh Curran returns from suspension for the Warriors. The Sharks have won the last 6 of 8 meetings. Sharks have won 8 of their last 11 away games, so that just shows travelling isn't a problem for the Sharks, although this is a little further than usual. The Sharks have won 5 of their last 7, averaged more than 50 points. Well, not quite, but you get my point. But the fact is they are 0 for 4 against teams in the top 8. So the Sharks, what are people calling them? They're calling them the bottom bullies. They seem to love to bully all the teams below them, but when it comes to playing top 8, they're only 1 out of 5 this season. Season's coming to a close. Well, we're on the runway. And the fact they've only been 1 out of 5 of the top 8, well, how have they only played 5 of the top 8 for starters? Anyway, we're getting distracted. This will be a good test to see if the Sharks can actually beat a good performing team. And Warriors are at home. Warriors are paying good, both are paying good money. It's a pick 'em, pick your side, sit back, have a drink, enjoy the game. Warriors with a 1-point start. I don't understand why you would take a 1. But, who knows? If the Sharks win by a field goal, this bet's going to look really, really good. So we'll just have to see what happens here. We're back in the boys, but no bets from me on this one. It's just too hot. No, there was nothing up at the time of recording this video from the TAB on this game. I don't know if they're waiting for something or if he just failed to upload it. But we do have, as far as my bets are concerned, we do have the Panthers in our safety parlay for the week and also in our safety plus parlay for the week. Just fully confident on Panthers winning this one. There's also rumours that Nathan Cleary might be back. Maybe that's what the TAB was waiting for, waiting to clear up those rumours. I don't know, but it should be pretty straightforward. Panthers for the win. Last game of the week, Eels versus the Titans. Still got my notes on here. Alright, what do we got? Golden Point lost to... We had the Titans were part of our safety parlay last week. I did say, though, it wasn't really a safety parlay with them in it. But, man, they did good. They almost got it done for us. Didn't quite. Sorry about that one, guys. Eels also suffered a defeat with all their Origin players out. In round 10, the Titans did narrowly beat the Eels, which is awesome for the Titans. But much of the data is pointing to the Eels coming back here to win. I feel this was... I don't understand why the Titans were paying $3. Their players are going to be coming back from Origin. I mean, I know all the Eels have bigger names coming back from Origin as well. So both teams are getting their Origin players back. Maybe Titans should have been my dog of the week. I just feel at $3, that's great value for the Titans. However, we're sticking with the Eels. Eels are even in my safety parlay, mainly because of what the Warriors did last week. Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone broke into your house and gave your little brother a hiding because your big brother wasn't home, and then next week, your big brother's back, you're going to go and you're going to get revenge. And unfortunately, Titans are just the ones who are going to be standing in front of them. So I think Moses, Gufferson, and that are just going to go out there and just really prove that they're worth their money. And this is the difference between Eels with them and Eels without them. So the best bet from the TAB is over 50 points. My bet is I just got them in my safety parlay, and that was it. But at $3, yeah, if you bet on the Titans, I don't blame you. That's it for the NRL this week. So just to recap, we've got all our bets there. We'll come back on Monday and see how we went. Again, if you're just looking for the best bet, the channel is called Best Bets. Well, no, it's not, but I put that in the title. That is the best bet. That is the best value for the week. I have 99% confidence in the Cowboys there to win head-to-head. Don't forget, when you place these head-to-head bets down, they only have to be winning. If they're winning by 8 points at halftime, you can get that. You can get that cash. We'll just also we've got the UFC this week. We are with We Want Picks. We are paying our $10 a month. But this week we've got this new chick, Victoria, coming in. She is part of the safety parlay. I didn't tell you guys that though. But she's going up against Noons, which is the lock of the week. So again, Angelo and Jacob going head to head here. We're on Angelo's side here. This girl, oh my god. If I had one word to describe this girl, that's all I have to say. We've also got a bit on Ashley Evans Smiths. She's the one who smashed that transgender dude, so we're going to back her. She's fighting that little twerky girl, so we're hoping Ashley Evans Smith smashes her. And we're also backing Silver here in the main event against Holmes. All the great old horses are falling down. That's it for me today, guys. Good luck. Gamble responsibly. Keep it fun. You're buying entertainment. If you win some money, that's fantastic. That's all I got to say. Peace out.